Hello and welcome to this video. So in this video what we're going to do, we're going to start to build an address book in Python. Originally I was going to use a SQL database. I was going to use SQLite and the SQL Alchemy package for Python. But I decided that I wanted to teach myself something new. So I decided I'm going to learn MongoDB. So if you're not familiar with what MongoDB is, it's what they call a NoSQL database. If you just go over to tutorials point and Google MongoDB, it'll give you an overview. I'm not going to go through it, but that's the website there. You might not be able to see it, but if you just go to tutorialspoint.com. Let me see if I can increase the size. There we go. Okay, that doesn't increase the size of the URL. But anyway, so I'm using a Windows machine, so you're going to have to install Windows. So install Mongo on Windows. So if you just Google that, install MongoDB on Windows, it should bring you to this page here. Follow the instructions. It's the normal Windows install, next, etc., etc. If you're using Linux, you're probably using Ubuntu. So if you go to How to Forge and search for install MongoDB on Ubuntu, you should get this page here and just follow the instructions. Now, when you do it on Linux, I'd recommend going step by step. It does take a little bit longer to install on Linux, but you'll get it installed anyway. So, as usual, what we're going to have to do to actually use Python and MongoDB, we're going to have to install a module. The module we're going to use is PyMongo. So I've already got it installed, but all you have to do is type in pip install PyMongo. So once that's installed, you can get started. So the first thing we have to do is we have to import that module. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to use the local host for now. So just give me a second. So we're going to use localhost. You can set it up to connect to another database, but I'm not going to go through that at the moment. It's just easier just to set it up on a local host. If you want to, you can Google it and find out. So yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm creating. My client is going to be an instance of connecting to this MongoDB. So, okay. And what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to create a variable called dbName, and that is going to store the name of my database that I want to use. Now, what I'm going to do is okay. So the thing about MongoDB is that when you connect to it, it will automatically create the database for you if there's no database there. So this here is going to create a list of all the databases that are on the client. So what I've done is I have an if statement which is going to go if database name not in the DB list here, then what we're going to do is we're going to then connect, create the database, and then what we're doing here is creating what they call a collection. Now if we go back here to the DB overview, a collection is basically equivalent to a table in a SQL database. So, but in Mongo, you use kind of like you'll see in a few minutes, you use a kind of JSON format in Mongo. So anyway, so we're creating this collection called person, which is going to contain all my information. So I've already got person, so what I want to do is so now I'm just creating my variables. So I'm just using input, entering your last name, first name, phone name, email address, and address. You could put in whatever you want. And now what we're doing is we've got our now what we need to do is create our what do you call it, fields? No, it's not a dictionary. Sorry, it's actually a dictionary. It's a Python dictionary. So I'm calling this Python dictionary my person, and as you can see, I've got a key for last name, first name, phone number, etc. So, and then what we're going to do is then we use this command here, which is person, remember that's our collection, dot insert one, which is just going to insert one at a time, then my person. So it's going to insert all that information. And just to make sure that we know that it's actually created the database, I'm going to just stick in a simple print statement here. Now let's do our else statement. And the else statement, it's basically exactly the same as the if statement, except actually it is exactly the same. Because what we're going to do is we're going to connect to that database, which also already exists, and do exactly the same thing. I'm probably going to change this around a bit in future. What I'll probably do is put all this here into one function and call it that way. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing, because the plan for this is to make this into a little bit of a series. For this video, we're just going to make this into a very simple text-based application. Down the road, I'm thinking of doing maybe a GUI, or maybe even trying out some web stuff using Flask or Django, maybe. I don't know yet, but something like that anyway. So this should be all that we need for this to work. So now if you search for Mongo when you've installed it, or get this Mongo Compass, because it's the community version, and you launch, and you'll have to connect. Click on a button down here saying connect, and then yeah, it should just bring this up, so you can see that there's a couple of databases running here. So now I haven't tested this out on Windows yet. I know it works on Linux, so this is going to be a first on Windows. So let's just save this, and let's try Python Mongo test. Come on. Let's save it in here. Make sure I saved it here. Don't think I did. File, Save as. Oh, addressBook, not Mongo test. Sorry. Let's see if this works. Okay, entering your last name. I've seen that I'm a Harry Potter fan. I'm going to use Potter. And your first name, Harry. Okay, phone number. I don't know. I know what I'm going to do. Give me a sec. Here we go. We'll just say Harry's number is going to be 6. Oops, let me get back over here. It's actually going to be 62442. Now, that's a bit of an Easter egg if anyone can figure that out. Email address is going to be Harry.Potter, not Pooter, Potter, at Hogwarts.com. Just say .com and let's hit enter. Okay, we'll say number. Okay. So, okay, I was going to put in number 4 Pivot Drive, but I don't think Harry's going to live there. I think he's going to live at 12 Grimwald Place, because he inherited that from Sirius. So we'll put in 12 Grimwald Place. So the address book is created. Now, if I can remember this, let's just see if I think I have to open up a terminal. I think I type in Mongo. Should get me the database. No. Okay. Maybe I can view it in here. Connect. Let's see if it's loading up. Like, this part of this is all new to me, so it's loading. Okay, so we have to go to connect. Okay, we've got the address book. Now let's click on this person. And look, but you might not be able to see it there. But can I zoom in? No, there we go. There's our Harry Potter. So yeah, so we've actually imported it. So as you can see, it's an adjacent. You may not be able to, let me see if I can zoom in. Can I? No, I can't. But if you can just kind of see there, actually I'll just copy that if I can. Nope, it won't allow me to copy it either. No. See if I can make this. Okay, so I'm not sure if you can see that, but it's in a JSON format. So you have an ID, and then you have all the information that you need. And yeah, so that's how you interact with a with MongoDB. So, as I said, my plan for this is to expand on this and make it into a proper address book by adding in maybe something like a GUI. If I'm going to go down that route, I'm going to use probably WX Python, maybe Tinker, but more than likely WX Python. Or I might decide to make it into a web app or a mobile app or whatever. If I'm going to go do that, I'll probably go Flask. But yeah, in less than 35 lines of code, you connected to a Mongo database, and you are able to insert data. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, just give me a thumbs up and give me a like. I'm going to start putting up more videos, so maybe I'm not sure if there is a bell yet, but if there is a bell, hit it, and hopefully you'll get notified when I put up new videos. So yeah, so I just want to say thank you for all the views that you've given me on my last couple of videos. I really appreciate them, and yeah, hopefully I hope some people found them useful. It seems they are. So until next time, may the source be with you. I think that I might make that my catchphrase. Yeah, may the source be with you. Okay. I'll see you then. Bye.